Hey humans, welcome back to some more Valhalla Cyberpunk Bartender action. Last time we were crashing, or MC, I don't know, maybe we could say me or we. We were crashing the hell out because we learned that our ex-girlfriend died, and we're so sad, we're so damn sad, and the electricity bill is almost here, but we definitely have not enough money, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Let's keep going. I think we read this. Sounds fun. It's for nerds. Yeah, we don't need to look at all that. The augmented eye had some stuff, I guess. Lylan receiving mysterious signals. Whatever, you can read if you want. You always feel free to pause if you want to read this. Not your dog, don't tell me. I definitely bought what I wanted, which was that little Christmas tree. I have $7,000, and tomorrow's the day. Oh boy, I hope I get enough money. I think I'll be barely cutting it close. Friday. Good evening. Hold on, let me just change the channel. Yeah, that one. Ah, hey. How are you feeling? Lila Mar, soft and warm. Alright, Dorothy decided to just... Dana decided to buy Dorothy to hug me all day. Okay. Lila, my soft and warm. Come again? You heard me. So, on a scale from steaming pile of shit and to just sad, where are you? A sad pile of shit. I still hate myself. I'm still sad as hell, but how to put it? The noise stopped. I don't know if I explained myself. Sorta. Kinda. So, how are things last night? Cozy, I must admit. I can't believe you paid Dorothy for that. Well, if you want to call that payment, I guess. I called Dorothy to tell her what happened to you, and she was really concerned. She stuttered for a second, saying that she had the whole night to go and she couldn't just leave for free. I asked her how much, and she said, enough to pay for this soda I'm having is fine. How did you get her number? I have... contacts. Right. Anyways, Jill, if you need a second break, a drink, or a hug, just let me know, you hear? Thanks. I want a hug, please come back. I'd make you the same offer, but I'm guessing hugs from me are the last thing you want. If you need a bartender, let me know though. Nice to know. Anyways, we have work to do. We're feeling a little better. Perhaps we'll start by doing every fourth one. Then 8. Okay, and let's just go back to 8 and digital try. There we go. 10 to mix drinks and change lives. It's nice to hear that again. Did you say something? Did I? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, it's you guys. What? Hey, bit more respect, bro. I brought my boss here. Aren't you a part-timer here or something? My other boss. You're talking to the great Nacho Tumbleweed Jr. Boss, I'm taking my break. I know what I said earlier, but you haven't even started yet. Shit! So what brings you here today?
I want to see the place my best soldier is working at.
Soldier? Wait, aren't you the dog I served last Monday?
Oh, it's you, Dana! Soldier, why didn't you tell me that you were working for Dana?
No, that's not Dana, that's just Jay. So I'm guessing you're part of this whole CIRA thing? I don't know the voice to give Nacho. I don't know.
Nacho, part of it, I founded it! Humans have the best intentions, but they just won't get us. So I decided to create a place where dogs can be dogs. They'll be taking any dog around the place in this world. We created our own heaven on Earth!
And do you take corgis only?
Do I look like one of those cypher bitches? Of course not! I'd include other animals, but sadly, I can only take care of those who are the same species as I.
Sad thing is, I take them more seriously, but it's a talking corgi with an eye patch. Will you get anything? I'm fine. What about you, boss?
manly stuff.
You sure?
Did I stutter?
Alright. Manly drink for the dog. Maybe I should just give him something bitter. We can give him something manly and bitter. A crevice spike? Manly sour... I mean... A suplex. Yeah, a suplex sounds about right. Or a pile driver. Whichever one's the more pricey one. 160. Yeah, sure. This one will work. 4... 3... Ice mix. There we go. Boom. Here.
Yes, this is what I wanted. Blech, this tastes worse than my own butt.
Hey, you asked for it.
This is a really nice place, you know. You picked a good place to work at, I told you.
Thanks. Does he really get paid?
No efforts to keep CIR afloat will not go to waste. We'll make her better and better.
I mean, we're pretty much on the verge of closing. Can boss really afford that?
We have more urgent matters at hand, though. Like the fact we don't have enough balls for everyone.
Can't they just share the ones we have?
You fool! Every dog has a right to his own ball. If we can't provide even that, then what's the point of even trying?
Wait. Don't tell me she just doesn't give a fuck and is spending all of her money like water. I mean, what with the bar closing and all that? But many have enjoyed their boxes more than they do the bars.
That's a good point. What do you think is cheaper, a box of balls or a box of boxes?
Are there boxes of boxes?
Of course they are. How do you think they ship boxes?
Tied together?
Tied together? Don't be silly.
Unless she's paying him straight from her pocket. Boss is that kind of woman.
This world is filled with all sorts of recursive madness, you know?
We're having two different conversations. What the hell's going on? I'm thinking about the bar. These dogs are thinking about something. I don't know.
Doctors consult doctors. Boxes come in boxes. Bottles come in bottles.
Oh, as expected from you, boss. Wait, that theory only works assuming she's actually paying him with money. For all I know, she might be paying him with steaks.
So tomorrow, you're gonna check for people selling boxes, you hear?
Sir, yes, sir. Except that, boss, a good steak is more valuable than money. Wait, what if they come with foil? Or since Strauss had to be taken to the vet because he ate the foil a piece of cheese came in.
Curtis, you're right. We need a contingency plan.
Besides, boss is not one to scam people, let alone a dog.
I wonder if we could strike a deal with the vet those safe bastards have. She's always so nice with us.
I know, his smile is so cute too. So it's better that we vet for a vet.
Yes, put that on the list.
Ha, Nacho. Oh yeah, forgot. She knew the dog. Are you staying for a while?
I was just passing by. I've got some errands to run.
Great, Gil can go with you.
I can?
You will.
I'll still get paid for today, right?
That depends on Nacho's evaluation.
Alright, Greenhorn, let's get going.
Oh, I'm paying him anyways. By the way. Oh, I'm paying him anyways, by the way. Just wanted to mess around with him. No, that's not the problem here. Why make him do that? Gil looked like he needed to take a good break, and he's the kind to just not accept such a thing. But with Nacho, he'd have something to do, and he'd be away from the bar for a bit. You put it that way. Anyway, I'm going back to my office. The boss sure is nice. Glad I'm working with her too. Yeah. So you having anything? Actually, I'm just gonna go sit over there and be on standby. Await orders. Okay. Shit, I missed that chance to ask how, or if he even gets paid with money. Man, I need to get wasted. I don't know who I'm just taking a bit.
I fail to see how getting wasted will make you feel better. Shiba!
For fuck's sake, you piece of scrap. We just got out of a building full of dogs.
But this one has a Hawaii shirt and sunglasses.
Hey there, robot.
And the dogs.
Welcome to Valhalla. It is those two. Okay, I'm glad I got it. Hey, Jill. Get me a beer, will you? Gotcha. Does Deal want anything? Ah, shucks, I can't.
Okay, roll. Sir, yes, sir. So cute.
He's fine. Just a beer then. Friday after work isn't just a beer though, it's the beer. Can't argue with that. Beer for Betty. I could make it big for the heck of it. Yeah, you know what, why not? It's a Friday. If there's something wrong, return it to me. I don't mind. 6, 7, 8. I'll mix. Here you go. Here, let's make it special. Yeah. Cheers. Hey, do you like beer? The amount of beer cans in my apartment is becoming a problem, actually. I had this friend back in high school who made some pretty nice crafts with them. I'm still in contact with him if you're interested. No thanks. The last thing I need right now is more crap taking space. So, how are things up at Dogtown? Well, that Laura girl is stirring things up for better or for worse. For worse? She's like a rabbit. In overtly... yeah, I think that's how you say it. No, an overtly politically correct rabbit. Rabbit? Never had a pet rabbit? They are nervous mess that get startled over the littlest of things. And this girl is on the constant lookout, scared of saying something that might irk someone. It doesn't have to be the person she's speaking with even. It's no problem in the company, but the other day we went out together and holy shit, poor girl can't speak properly. She pauses every sentence to make sure she doesn't say something offensive. She's a nice girl and it's sweet that she tries so hard to not offend anyone. But seriously, she tries too hard.
You don't help either. You randomly yell, "What did you say?" whenever she's within earshot distance.
Yeah, well, it's just that she looks so cute when she's startled. Like a rabbit.
It raises up the question of whether she's really like that, or if you're the one making her wary of anything she says.
Well, why don't we test that?
Oh?
You go out with her.
Why?
To test if it's really me who makes her like that. It's not like you can say no, you know. I mean, it's my honor that's on the line here. I wanna prove you're only talking shit about me.
Even if you were right, you have quite the fixation on that girl.
She's fun.
Fun how?
She actually reacts when I tease her. You take it in your stride, but she actually gets startled, squirms, and then gets uncomfortable.
How is that any good?
She's cute and her reactions are cute.
But if you keep it up, she'll either leave or get used to you. You know, like me.
Shit, you're right. I must save my teasing for when the moment is just right then.
No, that's not the problem.
It is for me. And what are you doing here? What about the dog?
He said he had to go out. By the way, he said his name was...
Say, this Laura girl, do you guys get along? I wouldn't know. We get along as co-workers at the very least. What kind of girl is she, aside from the whole politically correct rabbits thing? Slow. She's the kind that does things so carefully that she does them really, really slowly. Really, really slowly. I can't deny that when she actually finishes stuff, she does a great job, but it's unnerving.
She doesn't actually have to be with us in the building though. She's more like a freelancer.
Why is she there then? Because she likes dogs, and that's why I insist that you two would make a fine couple.
That's a really superficial statement. It's like you're saying you'd be fine with someone because you're both women. Okay, bad example.
May I say something?
By all means.
If that Laura girl is really as bland as you claim her to be, wouldn't she be better off with a more assertive person, Lylum, a more assertive partner? Yo, piece of scrap, she's totally calling you a pussy.
She's right though. Sharing interests and being compatible are totally different things.
But then, you'd be underestimating the power of love. Whether you want to admit it or not, love changes people for better or for worse. Who knows, maybe you'll become more assertive after spending time with her.
Or she'll drive me nuts.
I guess that's a possibility too.
Still, why are you so insistent on me and her getting together?
Because she's like a cute rabbit, so someone might try to eat her out there. It'd be a lot easier to keep her in my sight.
So in short, your motherly instincts arose because of Laura. Why not see if she likes you? And you already tried to hit on her, didn't you?
You make me sound like some skirt chaser. She's not into girls.
How did you find out?
I asked her directly.
Of course you did.
She seemed giddy afterwards though. I heard her muttering something about meeting her first lesbian. It was weird.
Okay, enough Laura for a night.
That...
Refrain from using any "that's what you said last night" jokes or variations thereof, please.
Party pooper. Let's get a drink then.
Sounds good. I'll have a bloom light, please.
Get me a fringe weaver.
Alright. 1 bloom light and 1 fringe weaver. 1 bloom lights. Should I just make them in order? I don't know. Does it matter? As long as I have both, I assume it's fine. I guess, you know, whatever. 1 blue. Hold on, I think I messed up. Oh, it has to be aged, see? This is why you read, y'all. Reset! It has to be on the rocks! Oh my god, this is why you read, y'all. Like, sweet. Sorry, y'all. Jill's just having a day, I guess. She's just having a day. Oops. Oh wait, French River was right there. What the hell? This is what you want? 8, 9, all aged mix. Yeah, sure. Here you go. French River and a bloom light. Here you go. I wonder why it's called the bloom light. Seems it was first developed as some video game event. The creator said something about making the attendees feel like their customers do. Said attendees were, of course, part of some big games company. Seems that company always used too much bloom lighting, so the bartender there literally made them drink all the bloom. So it's not called that because it glows in the dark? Not this one, no. Come to think of it, did you ever change because of a relationship, Jill? In more ways than one, I guess. Would you say for better or for worse? I guess for the better. I'm too thick-headed to develop any new bad habits. Although, thanks to my first boyfriend, I did pick up a very annoying habit of correcting people's grammar on the fly. Pretty annoying when I think back to it. So you were one of those kinds of people. As for me, sometimes I think I became more... what's the word? Cynical, jaded, bitter, tired of the crap this world and everyone in it throws on a daily basis. Hey, I'm just quoting you. But yeah, I think I became all that because of this one college girlfriend I had. I misread that, but technically the same thing, damn it. She got me into the whole activism thing in the first place. How is that bad?
We'd all go and protest. We'd start all kinds of movements to see things changed. I really got into the whole thing. But whenever I wanted to get more serious, I'd find myself coming up against the wall. That wall is an analogy for the fact that not everyone was willing to go that far. I found out pretty fast that most of them were in the whole thing because of some shitty fad. And not because they actually believed in whatever movement they were champagning. So I moved from group to group, only to find people who were in it because of a fad. And when they were not in it because of a passing fad, they were of the dangerous extremist kind. My tolerance for people's shit was greatly diminished after all that. So it wasn't so much the person you had a relationship with, but rather other people.
You seriously never thought about it that way? You need to stop putting the blame for what you do on past relationships.
Whatever. Here's the other guy, by the way.
He had to escort one of the dogs outside. Figures. Oh yeah. The one that was here asked if you were the nice vet lady that works at the Cypher toy company. I suppose he's interested in talking to you or something.
Why didn't he do it then?
I don't know. You've been doing a few jobs on site, haven't you?
You pay from the dog. The pay from the dogs isn't enough to keep up with the mountain debts. I don't know how you do it. It's hard to believe dogs pay you at all. But this is coming from someone working at a place that pays a dog for doing fuck all. Or at least I think we're paying him. I'm not completely certain we do. Will you get anything else? Well,
We are fine, but we have to get up early tomorrow. And by we, I really mean her. She got invited to a picnic, and I won't stand to hear another had to go to a picnic with a hangover story.
fine. Let's go then. See ya, Jill.
Bye.
Please, come again. Man, you're such a party pooper.
You'll be the party pooper tomorrow if you keep drinking.
Boss, I'll take my break. Call me if someone comes. Alright. Dude, I can't consistently do Deal's voice. That's his name, Deal. I can't do his voice consistently. I can kind of get Betty's voice down. I'm trying to make it sound like a mistress, you know, whatever. But Deal is like, dude, I don't even know what I want his voice to be. Just some kind of robotic Russian. I don't know, whatever. No dogs in sight. We're gonna do it for every 2. Or every odd number, we'll take 2. So, welcome to that one. Okay, next one I'll take 3. Avery, Neo Avatar, those are still in the show. Okay, hold on, wait, I don't want Avery. Let's see. Dawn approaches, reminiscence. Come Tree Dream, dusk. Underground club. An alternate reality. There we go. Okay then, back to work. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey there, Alma. Oh my god! Oh, you don't look so happy. She seems down. Maybe there's something I can give her to cheer her up? Let's try to cheer Alma up. She might like classic drinks, but what she really likes... I don't know. No! I don't... Wait, I'm sorry. What she really likes. I may have forgot. Guys, this is why you read. Would you like a beer? Hold on. Hold on, I'm going to use the time machine thing. I am going to use my sacred time machine device to figure out what is it that she likes. Hold on, let me think, y'all. Let me think. Beer? No. No, beer? No, I don't, wait, is it beer? No, that doesn't sound right. Hold on. Let me think, y'all. Let me think. Let me think, you know. Maybe she would just like a hat. let's give her a hat, yeah. I don't know what she would like. A Brandtini? She might like classic drinks, but what she really likes... She likes me! That's what she likes! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can yell at me. It's okay. It's okay. A Brandtini. You can yell at me. I'm sorry. I tried using the time machine back, but the time doesn't go that far back. Hey. And this? It's on me. Drink, so you at least change your expression. Why don't you say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? So, how is it? A Brandtini. So you do pay attention to what I ask for. Oh my god, I got it right! You have quite the fixation with Brandtinis. To be honest, they suit you. Hey, wanna hear a little silly little story? Always. When I turned 21, my dad and I went to a bar to celebrate. Just him and I. He told me to dress well enough that he looked like my sugar daddy. It was a fun night. We pretended at times that we were dating. I managed to blow off some steam about my mom. But the highlight was him ordering a brandtini for me. I've had plenty of drinks and gotten wasted many times since I was 15, but that drink was different. It wasn't about getting drunk. The drink itself was the pleasure. These two said they suited me somehow. Oh? Ever since that day, he's called me Brandtini girl from time to time.
Your dad sounds like a cool guy.
You should meet him sometime.
So why are you deflating?
Deflating?
When I got sad and started sighing repeatedly, my grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. So what is it? What is the news about people dressing in bunny suits after the whole Alice Rabbit boom?
No, that is old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say, chill. How's your mood right now? I wanna ruin it by blowing off all my stored steam.
Silly Alma. I've been feeling like utter shit the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So, go ahead. Unwind all your worries on me.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so remember my sister Diana?
The one that separated from her husband and forgot her kids while fucking her way around or something? Why am I swear, I was reading that like I was like reading it in Dorothy's voice. If I was a little bit faster, that would have been Dorothy's voice.
Perfect summary. I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story then. More specifically, that she threw her husband out after months of abuse.
Oh.
However, that woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that. She never even thinks about selling her some stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement.
I'm sorry, I'm like, if the voices sound different, I'm forgetting. I'm sorry. You know what? Where's that water bottle? Drink water. Maybe that's why I'm forgetting. That might help. I don't know. None of the voices I did so far are that grating. I guess. Drink water. That's your reminder. I almost forgot.
So, what does this fully capable woman do after a couple weeks later? What, bring her abusive husband back, of course.
What?
Yeah, and the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. He had a nice couple of hot steaming nights and then left.
Well.
Huh? You reacted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. She said, so she's broke and can't even get enough for a bus. Even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get some money. And it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents. And being such sweet angels, they've made a mess out of the whole place. Bernardo and Eva are actually staying with me a couple of days to give them some peace. It doesn't help that I never got along with Diana. So we're in the car and she asks how her kids are. And of course, after all the built up tension, I just exploded. First, I started ranting about how her kids are growing up seeing some messed up stuff. I started scolding her about not taking responsibility, about not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all those escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Yeah, you slutty skank. I don't have kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I pretty much raised Eva and Bernardo and they've turned out pretty damn well. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore.
Damn. I don't know what to say.
There's nothing to say. I love my family and I put them above all else. But Diana is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow.
Any way I can help?
You just did.
Eh?
I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell though, and I couldn't just discuss this with any of my family members. I can't tell my mom your daughter is a slut. I just needed to get all this off my chest, you know? Well, from what I see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck. No, all you see here is filled with love and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender's my dad, actually. No way! Kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs king was Ava. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. These can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. And poor Bernardo, his breasts actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. My father's sisters look quite young, but when menopause hit, my mom lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you got from your family, Jill?
Got enough skin and hair, I guess. There's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far, I haven't had any problems with that.
Oh, I see. Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation?
How your nephews are turning out?
If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her. Somehow. Actually, what worries me is, what if I end up like that too?
How so?
If I find a good man and I settle down, what if he turns out shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I wanna live my life and end up like that? What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that?
If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is indication enough that you'll be fine.
You think?
I'm pretty sure. You said before that she pretty much married the guy after a couple of months, right?
Yeah.
Oops. I don't think sorry. Swift swapping between voices is pretty tough sometimes, I ain't gonna lie. No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your irrational standards.
Hey.
Am I lying?
No, but there are things best kept unspoken as unspoken truths. I wonder if I'll ever find a good guy.
You will. You'll know when the time comes.
I sure hope so. For now, the time has come to get another drink.
What can I get you?
Get me something with ice, but alcoholic, please.
Alright.
Alright.
I get you something, bubbly. Cobalt velvet. Yeah, that looks about right. I guess. Listen, I'm sorry that it's kind of expensive, alright? I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, hopefully it's fine. It does have alcohol, right? I mean, you know, I'm just, I'm giving like something pretty tough, I ain't gonna lie. It's like champagne served on a cup that had a bit of cola left. Bubbly, classy, and burning. Hopefully it helps. Here you go.
Thanks. I needed to cool down a bit.
That's a burning train tag, though, whatever. That's why I'm here.
So, you said you felt shitty the last couple of days. Why?
Don't think too much about it.
Oh, come on. You heard my problems. I want to help you too.
Don't worry too much.
Right, I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it?
My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You wanna come?
Sure. Something tells me this mega Christmas is gonna be a mess at my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one.
To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste.
Gotcha. Say, Jill, what's your favorite part of the chicken?
Favorite part? I guess I like the legs the most.
Really? I like breast better.
Breast is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have a better texture.
Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs, and a lot less messy.
You silly girls. Boss? You're there talking about breast and legs when everyone knows the best parts are the wings. You know, I must agree with her. I ain't gonna lie like that. Boss? What's that? Spicy chicken wings. Where did you get spicy chicken wings? From a spicy chicken. You know, spicy chicken. The shop 2 blocks from here. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Well, because... Huh? That is much.
Yo, Armitage. Alma. I know what I said. Well, the chicken you're talking about be cooked already. You might need to heat it up, but it'd be cooked otherwise. Great, I expect you here Sunday at 8 PM. Thanks. Anyway, I'll be back into my office. She left the bucket. Want some? Don't mind if I do. Oh, mild spice. Nice. Weird. Maybe she got a mixed up order and that's why she left them here. She usually orders stronger stuff. I found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near them. Oh. Say, Jill, what kind of guys do you like? That's a sudden question. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent, though. Not jealous, not aggressive, responsible enough to keep a job. That's no good. Do you like them both? What about tall? No tattoos or piercings. I guess... no tattoos or piercings, I guess. Never liked either. What about you? I like them well dressed. If they go out in iron shirts and well coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. Some muscle is always fine too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And yet you're still single. That's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. I see. So, can you get me a drink here? The spicy wings turned out to be spicy. Would I get something with ice, I bet? Anything, as long as it helps with the spiciness in my mouth. Okay. Give her something sour. Okay, let's try something bitter but with ice. Wait, sweet and spicy. No, wait, bitter. Okay, I don't know. No. Guys, don't trust me. Okay, I'm no master chef. I genuinely just do not like. Well, I don't like spicy things a lot. Maybe something with ice can help. I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works. But it's okay. We gave you something sweet to balance out the spiciness. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I guess the moon blast, sweet, girly, and happy. It does have ice in it, so ice in that. So no wait, not aged. Oops. I was just misreading something. All on the rocks and blended. It might help. Here. Phew, it helped. Thanks. Alright, so next question. What kind of girl do you like? I like you. You first. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but nope, I prefer men in my bed. Now, you. Shit, just calm down. I like her. That's real. I guess I like girls with light-colored hair. I do like her. Light-colored hair. Yeah, you know, like redheads and such. Wait, what? What about white? Like your boss? You're just setting me up for that comment, weren't you? Sorry, it's just that when she got here with a bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Oh yeah, I do like the boss. Or the MC does, whatever. Your whole behavior transformed. You became giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. So, light-colored hair. What about blondes? Do you like me? Yeah, I guess. Let's say I'm into girls too and I start hitting on you. Would you go along with it? Nice body, pretty face, and a good apartment? I wouldn't ever let you go. Okay then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you were feeling shitty these last days? Sorry, I just got a message on Discord. He'll know if he watches this in like fucking November. This is coming out in November. Anyways. What? Oh, that. I told you not to think too much about it. And I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill. You've heard my problems so many times. Now I want to help you. Come on, come here. I told you to sit here. Come on. What? What are you? It's me. What the? Alright then. No, I'm the bartender and you're the client. Hardly. The bartending station only works with me. I see. Oh, okay then. I moved this. What the hell? Click here and now it works for you, for me, and the dog in the Hawaiian shirt. Why with him too? He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right, how did she even manage to? Oh yeah, hacker. Oh yeah, she hacked the system, bro. That was Alma. What the heck, dude? Now, we've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty. Mind telling me why? It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. Okay then. It's something that goes back to my college years. Whoa, that's taking it way back. Back in compulsory education, I never made too much of an effort, but I managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. I'm gonna keep it like on that message. There we go. It kind of fits the vibe. And then, of course, when I got to college, shit started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me with a lot of my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave me more credits. I really liked her, and after some time, I found out she liked me too. Oh. We started going out. I met all of her family even, and... You want a drink? What? A drink? Around this time, there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. There is no such pause. Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. A sugar rush then. You can't mess that up. Right. Okay, I gotta do something. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Anyways, let's do this. Oh. Right. Jill asked for a sugar rush. Now, how did this thing work again? It shouldn't be that hard. Search by name, hello, sugar rush. Optional card machine. You can have one. Second two. Is this coming out of Jill's like paycheck? I hope not. Oh, it's free. It's on the house. Alright. Here. Thanks. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess up a sugar rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body, you'd make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know? People don't go to bars for cuteness, though. You've obviously never been to a cat bar, then. Besides, my boobs can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So, keep telling the story. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study session after study session. Investigations, my thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear of public speaking. I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there, and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I had only gone through the motions day after day, from high school to graduating. It felt like the whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I had never stopped to think if I enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point, I stopped and realized I needed a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I needed all of my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So a couple of months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. But I was just scared. That would be my job. I'd spend my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like that? like the one I had at graduation, but when I turned 40. I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell didn't want to. I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things devolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things, I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of her house, and I broke a vase in the process. After that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry, I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time now? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have, but it's not just because of that. Eh? The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabrielle, came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Localized nanomachine rejection. The heart attack. Apparently, she had it for a long time but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. And I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. And if it's true she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me she was sick when we were together? I don't know. I just feel like all kinds of failure. Chill. And to make it worse, I also lashed out at Gaby. Yes, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid. For fuck's sake. She lost a sister who pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride? Fear? Stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly forever. I'm such a piece of shit. A selfish piece of shit. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Yo, boob tender. Yes? Can you get me a big beer here? Coming right up. A big beer. Big beer. Big beer. What makes a beer big in this thing? Don't worry, Alma. Clutch. Clutch it out for the homie. 2, 4, 5. All mixed. There you go, big beer. Big beer for you. Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of the BTC issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Oh. Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stressed was my default state. So, just like you're behaving right now. Shut up, I was worse. Can't picture that. Don't, it's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time, I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All of that via you while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she would drag me with her. Watching people's fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Lenore would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person. I just wanted to apologize. Now, you know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Oh. Back when I was thinking about what the hell to do with my life, I remembered the night we spent in the club. She started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said, if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Huh. Interesting. Are you okay? For some value of okay, yeah. It's just, I wanted to thank you, Alma. Thank me? I guess I just needed someone to tell all this to, and you were the one. You volunteered yourself. You insisted on listening to me. You stood there, listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, that I'm not the one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client, but I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least, your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Jill, are you dying? Shut up, I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. Sorry, it's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. And it hurts like fucking hell, you know? I never, and I mean never, want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost, and if it means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. And if I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. I hate feeling like this. Hate it. Hate it. That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright, enough sadness. But get back here. I'm on duty, you know. Fine. It's almost closing time anyways. It was fun while it lasted though. Hey. Yeah? I mean it, you know. Thanks for everything today. Silly Jill, you listen to my problems, and I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget, did you ever talk about all this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore's death yet. Why don't you do that sometime? I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. Don't be silly. They're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk like this with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. Take care. That alligator shell is nice. But, boss, did you hear all that? Not all of it, but a good chunk, at the very least. Your expression changed a lot already. It did? You look happier. That's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect even brighter chill tomorrow. Right. Oh yeah, boss, about those chicken wings. Fucking idiots at the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana, Sorry, Dana. We won't have enough spices for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat their regulars? Calling the manager. Boss? Cherish titty hacker, she's a good friend. No mistakes. Alma, my beloved. Jill's power didn't get cut. This gives her a peace of mind. Now she'll focus at work with no problem. Have a nice day. Lovely, dude. Lovely. Sorry. Bill paid. Didn't you have a boyfriend named Bill? Shut up, cat! But Grand Slam fighters. The rest of wrestling. Yeah, you can read this if you want. I can't believe I actually got the Brantini correct, dude. I know I said I was using the time back machine, the time machine, but honestly, I didn't find anything. You can't travel back in time if you don't remember what time to travel to. You know what I mean? Amazing how I know all the words, and yet I understand nothing. Okay, there we go. That's what she meant. What the hell? Model Julian. Wow! Magical girl! It's not a tear in your eye. No. And now rejection. Has taken 80 lives this year? Aw, damn! Why? The total number of reported cases have risen to 80, an increase from the 65 cases reported last year. Nanomachine pollution was particularly strong this year. The protests they're still unclear, but according to our sources, they've intended for crowd control purposes. It's unlikely we'll find a cure in the near future, and we can only hope cases like this will become rare in the following years. I wonder if she's among those 80. Update, Lila receiving messages. Whatever, white noise, are you really like? Haha, you're spicy to me, you're everything to me. It's time to become one. White noise is developing. Spooky! I made up a story. Oh, I didn't mean to. It's been a while since I've seen Kira Miki, whatever. Anywho, if anyone's watching this or listening, I don't know. This is being recorded as the same day Quang released his first Silk Song episode. So, I'm not interested in the game. You already know how I feel about Hollow Knight, if anyone even watched that, so go watch him, you know. Anyways, back to playing. Saturday, December 24th. Good evening. Hey, Jill. How are you feeling? I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's Gil? Did he run away again? Nah, I have him on errand duty, buying the drinks for tomorrow. That sounds weird, coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So, if we're gonna spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kinds of walks are always good for Gil. You're the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's the three of us. The dogs. You invited Titty Hacker. Gil invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy. So when I called her to spend the night with you. Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting. The more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. Wow, we're having a great party. We have Dorothy there too. Why not no wait. Say and Stella are probably making out. Maybe. Commencing simulation. Drive me wild. I swear, Umemetro's gotta stop being the only song on third page. Okay, where'd I go from here? Irene. A star pierces the dark. The answer lies within. Digital Curai. Dusk. Follow the trail. Showtime. Did I miss a page? Oh yeah, I missed Umemeto. Glitch City. And, out of orbit. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Huh? Wait here, I'll check inside. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh god damn it. Not again. More. Oh. BTC Bar. Excuse me. Do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? They should have called it the Minotaur Center. Hold on, let me scribble the directions on paper. Thanks. Go to the right. When you see a building filled with hobos, this should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? What the hell? I'll have a drink. How about you? A Brantini, please. Right. I don't even get the line that freaks me out. I don't know what voice to give. Let me think. Let me think. Every time a new character appears, it's always just a let me think of a voice. Okay, because I can't think. let me think. I'm really about to make her a fucking beer because I suck at this. Whatever happens, you know. This is just the first step to finding a voice. Second, there you go. Here you are. Thanks. That's an interesting outfit in this cold season, miss. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vela for the time being. And your Lilam friend is Essentia. Essentia! Oh my god! Oh, I get it. You're cosplaying too. Sure, let's go. Sorry, I'm really thinking of voices. Have you heard of a game called what? I was gonna say Yik. What the? YIAK Bartender. The cult classic game that has been seen like 3 mastered versions made by 6 different companies this year. That one. We're in a cosplay group that's dedicated to it, and we got lost on the way. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh yeah, a friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Something amiss? There's a girl behind you. Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing an arm, wearing jeans under her skirt. Now, don't speak the bartender. Spook? Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. Vela asked for a fluffy dream. The light I'm so— yo, she's probably— can I look behind me, please? She's probably like— yeah, Essentia is probably like deadpan as hell. I don't know. Listen, you're going to a convention, you get 3. Alright, I don't care. That's what a fluffy dream looks like. What the hell? Here. Yep, this is the thing. Seriously though, should you leave your friend outside like that? He'll be fine. He started chatting with one of the vending machines, and they were talking about R&B music. Does your friend prefer the 1980s to R&B or 1970s? 1980s, I think. Oh shit. Boss! Didi! R&B! I'm coming! You see, Didi is a 1970s purist. He has tased... tased? Is that right? He has tased people for even liking 1980s R&B before. He got tased. Oh god. He'll be fine. Vending machines have very weak tastes. He'll be confused for a couple of minutes, but that will be it. You should go check on him though. Right. Thanks again for the directions. Please come again. At the very least, at least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic opinions this time. Black Sailor uniform? I hope I'm overthinking it. More importantly though, jeans under a skirt? Welcome to Valhalla! Oh, hey Dorothy. Oh, hi. I'm clicking it! I'm clicking the T! It's not working! It didn't work. It didn't do anything! Why do you seem sad, Dorothy? Oh, hi honey. Are you okay? I just kinda wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted. Can Lylum just wander? Can I get you something? Oh, a sugar rush. Yeah, that. Right. Dorothy seems down. She asked for a sugar rush, but hasn't she told me about a drink that cheers her up? Nah, there probably is, but let's just... Okay, I'll look through all the names. Okay. Beer, bleeding chain. That's... no. No. Listen, it's probably wrong to give her a sugar rush right now, but the thing is, she asked for it. See, Alma, yesterday in the game, she kind of made it a mystery. She didn't outright ask for a Brantini. I had to guess. So this one, I could guess. I don't know what she wants, to be fair. Like, to be honest, yeah, I really don't know what she would want. But she asked for a sugar rush, so I think it's probably better to just comply than to, like, you know, guess. In this situation, anyways, you know. Whatever. One sugar rush. Thanks. Saying her down is so weird. So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So, did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did it because it was you who needed my help, but a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. Is it? It is? Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention, it limits the chances of getting any other clients that night. Still, it did help. Yeah, it helped cool down a lot. So, from what Dana has told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. Do you want to know more about it? Do you want to tell me about it? I've brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem then. You were sad, and that's all I need to know. Sorry for the loss, though. I mean it. Thanks. Although I've wondered for a while, do you, Lilam, really understand death? Sorta. Kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up in a collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So, our concept of mortality might be different. We do have a fear of death, though. You do? We can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death, and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, that was the argument used for abolishing the whole 3 laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like that, I do. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do, helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws were bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. And you can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools, but how could those laws still apply to them after they achieved self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old book? If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the laws some writer imagined over 100 years ago. They were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. And like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it in their favor. Or use it to their favor. Wow, you're a nerd. Look who's talking. Let's change the subject a bit though. Mood's getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know. It's a tad small though. Sorry about that. And your cat is so cute. What was his name again? 4. Why 4? I figured if he ever got lost, at least I wanted to be able to yell, 4! It happened once. You'd be surprised by how many golf players you run into. And every time you play with him, you say it's foreplay. He. Oh, yeah. He was also named after someone. Really? Who? A Lilam kid that wanted to transcend. Did the screen just shake? I don't know. Whatever. Let's just keep it like that. What? A movie character or something? Sure, let's go with that. Do you want anything else? Let's go with a blue fairy. Alright. Blue fairy for Dorothy. That would probably be my guess. for what she would like. I'm not gonna lie. But hey, you know, she asked. I'm not gonna play mind games. You know, you could just say like, okay, she likes this. But you know, she asked for a sugar rush, so I give her a sugar rush. You know? Give them what they want. Here, why do they call it a blue fairy? Is it because of Pinocchio? I believe the name is based off absinthe, which some call the green fairy. The first versions of the drink were described as sweeter absinthe. Sadly, they had to fix the formula because people were turning green. Not blue? A bluish green. You seem to have cheered up a bit there. Yeah, talking to you always helps me get my mind off of things. Hey, there's something I've wondered for a while now. What? What kind of friends do you have? I mean, are they in your same line of work or... friends? Aside from you? Thank you. Well, there's Lawrence. That vending machine is a lot of fun to be with. Once you get past this quirkiness that is. I've also met a lot of nice people working in the streets. From the top of my head, I can think about Nightingale. Oh, it is, yeah, Nightingale. Okay. Nightingale, another Lilam. He changed himself to have fur and a more wolf-like face. He's also a pretty good pianist. He plays in the jazz band on the weekends. There's also Nadira, a drag queen and the owner of a club I've been invited to a few times. She has an animal shelter on the side. I help her with it occasionally. Oh, there's also Sisters Clementine, a nun from the orphanage. I go there sometimes and play with the kids. Whoa, that's something I didn't expect to hear. I almost got adopted once. I was flattered, but it was weird. Oh, and it turns out I already knew your boss. Some years ago she what? What? I said too much. Client confidentiality and all that. Well, enough tangents. Why were you gloomy in the first place? Gloomy? When you came in, I don't know if gloomy is the right word, but you were pretty quiet at the very least. And knowing how you normally are, it was pretty weird. Oh, don't worry about that. Just had one too many things going in my mind. I wasn't gloomy or anything. More like distracted, really. Well, I think I'll go now. Thanks for lending me an ear, honey.
My boss told you about the party tomorrow, right?
Yep, I wouldn't dare to miss that.
Okay then.
Alright then, see you tomorrow.
Good luck.
Thanks.
And that's that. Boss, I'll be taking my break.
Alright.
My guess would have been a blue fairy, realistically, but she asked. I am curious if I was just like, here, a blue fairy, I guess. She'd get mad. She would probably tease the shit out of me, but whatever. I need to remember to buy more cigars. Chill's a smoker, for real. I mean, it's in the title screen, you can see her just smoking. She smokes, she drinks, she makes drinks, and she makes, whatever, dude. Okay, the bottom one for each one. That isn't un memento. I just picked on district twice. Good enough. Back. Did I miss something? Unless you count the worst PPV main event fight I've seen all year? No, not really, no. Alright. Going out? I'll have a word with Go-Go outside. He was so hyped for that match. He must be devastated. Okay. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Sei. Good evening, Jill. How you doing? The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better. How about your injuries? My bones are healing nicely. My wound's finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple of errands by myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while. I also noticed the big guy from last time is outside. Buster? Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm healing, so she suggested taking him with me. I see. What can I get you? Something cold. Sure. We can have something... There we go. No, we can have something sweet. You know, sometimes we just... Yeah, this works. Something about the moon blast really gets everyone going, you know? Not age, what am I doing? Dude, I can't... Why do I keep seeing blended as like, oh, age the thing? No, just wait 5 seconds. Whatever. There you go. I think you'll like this one. Really? So sweet of you. Thanks. So, Stella isn't with you today? She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered. And here I was, all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow. You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that. I can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time. If there's a next time at all. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun. Drink a couple of beers in our honor. I will then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like? They're really big. There's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members. Really? She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing she just shines. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. Heh. Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl's facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party and she most likely celebrates it big. Interesting. Do you like parties, Jill? I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one to actively look for parties to attend to though. I just don't mind going to them. Ah, I see. I only go to parties that Stella is attending, because otherwise, I'd just stand there without anything to say. And I'm not one to wear dresses, you know. You're not? I'm a tad too ripped.
They don't look cute on me. She acknowledges that she got muscles. She is quite ripped though, I ain't gonna lie. Although, with all this healing I have to do, I won't be fit for a while. They're too... greasy too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you'd look good in a dress, Jill. It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms were too thin or something like that. We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. That's... hard to imagine. Oh, but she does have one. She distresses a lot about her bust size. Really? She's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact. Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Really? Again... oh, oops. Again, I've seen bigger boobs than hers, to be honest. Although I guess comparisons are useless here. They rarely help with complexes. There we go. Well, she does go the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, sorry. A lot of speaking. Got rested. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, but I guess I never cared enough to ask the specifics. That's also why when she goes out, she styles her hair in those, drills? They look a bit drilly, don't they? She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest. She seems affluent enough. Why not go through a reduction surgery? Because she also kinda likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mom, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. She says something along those lines a lot. Stella has quite the admiration for her mom, so I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her? Huh. I'm making it sound like she's hiding J-cups or something like that. I guess in a taller or thicker person, her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter or thinner than the norm. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill? Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you? Yes, and no? It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. You're fine, don't worry. I must agree here, you're fine. Thank you. Can I get you anything else? Do you have something non-alcoholic? I do. Give me a sec. I have... a no, I can't. Not the second one. No Karmatrine. Blue Fairy, sure. No Karmatrine. Here. Thanks. You're not one to drink that much alcohol, are you? It makes me feel sleepy, or at the very least, makes my legs go numb. At the least? It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your legs go numb. Everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? That's a good question, actually. Usually people like feeling numb because that numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food, or who are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. It doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side nobody deserves to be a part of. Ahem. There's also a matter of addiction, you know. You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked. Oh, yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing fancy. It'll just be me, Boss, Gil, and a couple of regulars. They'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it. Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella is throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, you hear? Sure. Oh wow, I've been recording for almost an hour and a half. Sorry, I just... Whatever. Hey, say. Yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm gonna check one last errand before going home. I don't think that's what I mean. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing with the White Knights disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if you can go for plan B, why not just make it the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption. Sick of it. Oh. But I'm alive. I learned something after that hell in Apollo Trust. Life is not something that you can just throw away easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. That's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. Hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, won't you? Alright. Something strong? Like, perhaps like something... Okay, manly and sour, sure. That should work. Wait. Yeah, sour manly. Spicy manly. Strong? Oh yeah, strong would work. Wait, strong. Yeah, Mars Blast. You know what, I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, Mars Blast. Don't even look at the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. All blended. Blended, damn it. Boom. Here you go. Here, which one fits your vibe? Why not? And the TV doesn't do anything, by the way. Yes, this'll do. So what brought you here? Nothing special. I was just working on a case and I happened to be in the area. What kind of work? Tracking someone. A gun for hire. What about the girl? Crimson something? I am tracking that girl. Didn't you just get out of that job? I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money and, well, I just couldn't refuse again. Well, it's your life, not mine. I wonder though, there has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as a middleman than acting as middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? We're protected by the BTC property laws. The walls are soundproof. And I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone. Okay then. Wait, soundproof walls? Why? Did you see those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative. The bastards. They're quite talkative, the bastards. It'd be annoying without those walls. Alright then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender? Nope. He's some big name from Kanye, Virginia. His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes that reaction, and if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Well, turns out the Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living here, and hasn't seen her ever since. He could be lying, you know. Now that I did my research, she really is his daughter. Why didn't you figure that out earlier? I had no clues who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages to the source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a cobalt velvet? Okay. Cobalt velvet. 2 adult hides. 3 flam. 2, 3, 4, 5. All on the rocks and mix. There you go. There you are. Oh, you actually did it. Were you expecting me to mess up so you didn't have to pay? No. So what made you accept the contract anyway, keeping in mind all the risks you told me last time? He told me he wanted to see her again one last time, or at the very least, deliver her a message. He could have been lying. Yes, people lie, you made your point. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like not being able to find your daughter. What's it like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing or even if she's alright? You do? I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her. So, I was worried if something might have happened to her. Just that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow. I finally found her, taking cover in some dumpster, unconscious from starvation. So yeah, I couldn't just say no to his request of finding his daughter. But I don't expect you to understand. So how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her. The girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to her from before the bank incident, though, she seems slower somehow. Either she's let her guard down or something else is happening. What will you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I better go back to work before her trail goes cold. Please come again. Are you done? Yeah. Okay then, I want you here tomorrow at 8 PM. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best. We're having a party after all. Alright. Where's Gil, by the way? He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. I see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on, wait a bit. I'll go with you. Oh, sure, thanks. 0 mistakes, see, I was right, see? Well, I wasn't right. Maybe I could have given Dorothy a blue fairy, but you know, it's alright, it's alright. Did it. I know this small party is what you need. Merry Mega Christmas, let's reconsideration to make sense. The secrets in the red. A party, huh? I'll bring you leftovers. Wow. I'm not clicking on anything. Anyways, yeah, we're pretty good, and this is a pretty good stopping point. Sadly enough, this will not align to the IRL Christmas. This will probably be released in November, so rip. But anyways, that will be it. It's pretty good episode, I'd say. Yeah. Jill got over it. She's recovered, and yeah, we got to see her in the seat of the client instead of the bartender. That was pretty nice. So anyways, thank you everyone for watching this episode of Valhalla Bartender Cyberpunk Action. Like, comment, subscribe, you do whatever you want, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.